We're going to make a clock and animate it via geometry nodes and the simulation nodes. It is quite simple. Make sure you have extra objects activated. And let's look for the gear. I'm not going to change it at all. You can change the gear to whatever you want, but you know those clocks that turn around and then the other thing turns around. Let's go into the geometry nodes tab, click on new. All you need to do is basically press Shift A, go to the simulation and import the simulation zone. With the node wrangler add-on activated, press Alt, right click or manually connect those dots. Let's cut this, connect it here. Nothing changed because you didn't input anything. What the simulation node basically does is take the value before, do the operation whatever is in here, output that one, go back with the information it already had, the location, rotation and scale, etc. And then do the same operation again and again and again. What we're going to do is we're going to transform the geometry, put it in there, and since you want it to rotate, let's take -3, press play, and there you already have your animated gear. And then press Alt D. And if you know anything about gears, the movement that you will see in a few seconds doesn't make sense at all, does it? So what we will do, go back to the timeline, go back to the first frame, select the second gear and press the 2 above. So whatever changes we're going to make here, it won't affect the first simulation. And we're just going to take the opposite. So it was -3 for this one for the rotation. This one will be 3. Move it up where it could make sense. Press play, and here you already have your animated gear. Now you can do whatever. You can alternate and place it however you want. You can make it bigger and smaller, but you really have to make sure that the teeth are matching up, and you can just mess around with it. And set the origin to the 3D cursor. Then we're going to duplicate it with Alt D. We're going to do the same thing we just did. Take the simulation we had before. Going to make it a new user. We're going to rotate it by -2, for example, and the other one should rotate quicker. So let's take geometry node 3. You can also name this if you want, but for now I don't. It should be quicker by, let's say, 20. So when you press play, it's like a time lapse. And there you basically have your simulated moving clock. Of course it's not pretty, it is looking quite disgusting. What you can do is also bake all the simulations under the physics property, simulation nodes, and you first need to save it, save the blend file, then you can bake it, or you can bake it until this frame. It was quite easy, it's not that complicated. And there we go. If you enjoyed this one, thumbs up, subscribe, check out my free add-on.